I just found something interesting. I don't know if anybody's reported on this, but the world's largest plane, Antonov An-225 Mriya, 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 my whatever. It was destroyed 10 days ago by the Russians. Okay, um, I never even thought anything of it. I was like, oh, it's destroyed. I mean, that's war, I guess. I don't know why the Russians would be destroying the airfields. I guess to destroy munitions, but I mean, wouldn't you want to land, take over the airport, and then you ain't got to drive them tanks so fucking far. Gas is expensive right now. Anyways, so I was looking into this plane. Uh, this word Maria, I think it's Maria. Maria it means dream in Russian or Ukrainian. Same thing. Anyways, so I was like, this is a big plane. There's lots of press supposedly. I mean, I seen Anderson Cooper over in Ukraine, so there should be plenty of pictures and videos. So I'm like, I want to see this plane. Uh, and I'm looking, and I put in the Meyer plane destroyed, and I could even put in, the whole. It's gonna give me the same pictures. Um, God damn it, fat fingered fuck. Uh, yeah, I mean, it gives you the same pictures. Um, none of them of it being destroyed. You think pictures of this thing being destroyed, the biggest aircraft in the world being destroyed, there'd be way more fucking pictures. And look how many wheels that are on that thing. Just the landing gear. 6 jets or engines on that thing. Um so um this article here has video and play.
Попали в ангар, что от него осталось, он сожженный, за моей спиной сожженная
It's
украинская
been blown up.
техника, которую они
Ukrainian
побросали здесь.
tried to
Также
protect, but
украинские снаряды
the
попали
Ukrainian
в
plane
ангар,
is
где
destroyed over
хранился
here.
самый
We are not going to
крупный
go near it.
транспортный
We're going to
самолет
stay
в мире.
far away from it.
Ан-225 Мрия,
And
в переводе на русский мечта. Так вот,
that's it.
украинские артиллеристы попали в него и...
I mean, I seen the video and I was like, that can't be it. That can't be all of the. I mean,
самолет
one.
сгорел.
I mean,
Вот,
this
посмотрите,
this here that can't
Ан-225
that can't just be it. What's I mean, left of this plane, like what? The satellite images. We'll go into this. The satellite images are showing the tail sticking out of that hangar. Is how big this plane is. Um, but this is it. Even this dude, he did some shit on it and can't. Okay, see, this is the damaged hangar. Let's see if we can get a better top shot because it shows the fucking tail sticking out. This is it. That's the only fucking pictures and videos we're getting. Oh, here's a drone that something was on fire somewhere. I mean, so they firebombed it, or did someone throw a Molotov on it? I didn't think the Russians were running around with Molotovs, but who fucking knows? I guess. Um, but there's no. That's it. That's all you're getting. And it says that on it. Case closed, man. Don't look into it. If you do, you're a fucking Nazi. You're a racist. You're a Nazi racist. And see, this plane is so big. Like you think it would just like encompass the whole hangar. You know, I don't know. I'm retarded anyway. So I mean, people are breaking it down that it's really the plane, but goddamn, this is all you get.
5 Мрия превратился самый крупный транспорт.
Okay, what is the like? I mean, how much in danger are they? They're standing out in the middle of the two buildings out in the open. She's got a helmet on. Why couldn't they go over there and really give us, you know, closer footage? You know, because when you watch this, here's
Самолет в
something.
мире.
It's so hard to catch.
Ан-225 Мрия. В переводе на русский мечта. Так
I guess maybe I should look for this on
вот,
this video on
украинский
YouTube.
артиллерист.
But the landing gear here, there's 5 wheels, 5 sets of dualies there. It had way more than 5 sets of dualies on that motherfucker. I think it had 6 or 7. And I guess one could melted. I'm not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, yeah, all this shit is fishy. Can you get any can anything be and like this shit? You see this shit? Look at the thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail. If I go through this is his video, I believe, right? Yep. And I can go through the whole video. That image is not in the video. It's not in the video. I mean, you can see. I should blow that up. God damn it. You see, it's got the gray wrap on it. So this is like a click. It's a clickbait. So this guy made a video, showing you it's proof, that the Antonov is destroyed, and he got you to click on it with this fucking thumbnail. But that's it. Where the fuck is why? I mean, where the hell is a tribute video? It's only a tribute. But where's this video on YouTube that's uncut? Let's find that. See what we can find. See? More of this clickbait shit. World's biggest aircraft destroyed. You see this picture. Oh, we're going to get real shit here. No, you're not. You can get nothing different than that little tiny clip. That's the fucking problem here. Everything they're showing is on TikTok. I mean, shouldn't TikTok? I mean, there is no. Okay, here's this. Let's see if we can get. Oh, finally, no. Oh, it's an ad. Sorry, everyone. Buy ice cream. So what do we got here?
Pewny niestety jest już los.
I don't speak Russian, man. What do we got? Okay. See, the tail is sticking out. The front of the building is damaged.
Попали в него,
That's
и
what happens when there's a
самолет
fire.
сгорел. Вот,
Watch it
посмотрите,
again.
попали в ангар, что от него осталось. Он сожженный, за моей спиной
See,
сожженная украинская
Ukraine
техника, которую они
took
побросали здесь. И также украинские снаряды попали в ангар, где хранился самый крупный транспорт.
Man, I wish I could pause it and not have stuff covering it. Because the plane, this whole thing just looks too, because this is still standing, right? This is collapsed, but this is still standing, and the height of it just does not make sense. You know, the height just doesn't. There we go. Maybe a little bit better here. The height just does not make sense. You know, I,
Работает на аэродроме Гастомель.
okay,
Отсюда до Киева чуть больше 20
it's
километров.
just the right music. Too. I wish need to learn how to speak Russian. Now you see, she's standing out here with bombs. Bombs are going off. You know, she's just standing in front of the building. But the fucking real story. No, not there, lady. The real story is not there. The real story is here. The dream. The Ukrainian inspiration. Destroy. And that's it? You're just going to zoom to it? You're not even going to go up to it?
Nadzieja na odbudowanie.
I mean, this is why this leads to this shit. And yes, there's a bunch of factors that maybe I don't fucking know. I mean, as a journalist, and I'm not a journalist. You know, I'm not like a white coat journalist. I don't have a journalism degree, but I do research and know how to spot fake bullshit and report on things. Kind of what I'm doing right now. But if I was on the scene, okay, right? Because everything's on TikTok right now, right? So everything they're saying they're filming everything. Everything's on TikTok and Reddit apparently, under the / combat footage. I think it is on Reddit. You know, so everything. Which I mean, I haven't seen the piles and piles of fucking Russian bodies and shit like that, but seen some tanks burned up. Couple strikes that are pretty crazy. Helicopter land. I've seen some video game footage that looked pretty fucking real up until the point that the jet flew directly at the camera and fired missiles. At that point, whoever the fuck put that on the news should have known. I don't think this is real. That should have been discussed. But it just doesn't. Seems fishy. I mean, look at the size of the hangar. Look at this. Look at and not. I mean, look at this wing. It looks like it's pushed over. But again, I can't. That's all I get. This is all I get. This is all we get. I mean, you see this wing looks like it's shoved over. Why is it square? Like, why is it square? Almost the way this is. What is this? The fuselage? Everything else melted away, but who put the fire out? Why are they there putting fires when they're putting out fires while they're being shelled? You know, it's just questions, man. It's just questions. Am I not allowed to ask questions? See if we can get a picture of the old Antonov inside that hangar. It's probably best to find that here, huh? Well, I've already spent too much time on this shit because I can't go to Ukraine. I can't confirm it, you know. So I just have to take their word for it in this fucking like 2-second clip. I feel like I'm watching 9/11 again. I'm surprised there was that much of a plane to show that she didn't just walk up to, you know, an empty building and just pick up a piece of metal and like, however they say sad in their language. So sad, you know. Oh, she's Ukrainian. I can't do that. If she's Russian, then I could mock her accent all I want. But see, another one, the world's biggest aircraft, and then you have this burning bullshit, burning bullshit. And how convenient the fucking there's what I'm talking about. This is was wrapped in. Oh, it's not wrapped. That's a computer sim. That's a fake picture. Hmm. That's a fake picture. So the this is that from a game? It must be from a game. The guy used a game. This is ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. But I mean, the media own. I mean, they truly believe that their job is to brainwash you.
Who were Trump voters and are still Trump supporters. They go, yeah, you guys are going crazy. He's doing, what are you so surprised about? He's doing exactly what he said he's going to do.
Well, and I think that the dangerous, edges here are that he's trying to undermine the media, trying to make up his own facts. And it could be that while unemployment and the economy worsens, he could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think. And that is our job.
Yeah, if you look at the issues, Yamish is right. He's doing exactly what he.
Yeah. Yep. That's our job. They said that on MSNBC. I have other clips of other of these. They're agents. They're agents of chaos. They're here to sow dissent. They're here to divide you and me and get us to kill each other rather than them having to kill us, They'd rather us kill each other, because it's easier that way. They just have to come clean up the mess. And at some point, people are going to start begging them to save them. Finally, a picture in the hangar. I guess I'd have to pull up. Let's pull this thing down. Do 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 do. I mean, people already did this. I don't even know what I'm doing with this. It's driving me nuts that all these goddamn. I mean, you
Самолет
can't
в мире.
trust anything.
Ан-225 Mriya. В переводе на русский мечта.
Whoops. You can't trust anything.
вот,
And I just showed you
украинские
why you can't
артиллеристы.
fucking trust anything. They admit it. They tell you. They say, look, it's our job to tell you how to fucking think. I don't understand why you don't understand this.
Попали в него и самолетный транспортный самолет самый крупный.
Yeah, it's probably the same plane. Whatever. All I know is that right there, right, is a $3+ billion paycheck for Ukraine. So I'm just going to throw that out there. We all know that money doesn't corrupt anyone, right? We all know sending Ukraine $14 billion. I mean, they're corrupt. The country's been used to launder money this whole fucking time. Like, when are people gonna wake up to this shit? The Azov battalion are Nazis, and I mean, they are radicalizing people around the world. The Christchurch mosque shooter, that guy was a follower of the Azov battalion. In fact, he had the black sun on his gear when he shot up the mosque in Christchurch. Not to mention the U.S. funds the Ukraine military and the National Guard, which is the Azov battalion. Okay, now it's being reported, and this was reported a couple of years, 2 years ago, I think. Pull this up. It's being reported that the there's connections to Azov sending funds to Unite the Right. It's a 28-page document. Ukrainian neo-Nazis, which would be the Azov, sending money to Unite the Right. So the United States, I mean, this, they were sending money to this Unite the Right. 28-page document. Thought I had it on the screen there. So, and I mean, there's more. There's a piece that Time magazine did. Let me see if I can find that piece. Take a quick break. Yeah. Yeah, that was just a couple Nazis there. Don't worry, guys. It's not enough to harm anybody. That's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing from the people who scream Nazi at every white moving man that was not in agreement with them. For that's been going on for 10 years now. It just really ramped up in the last 5-6 years. They've been screaming, they cheered on Punch a Nazi, everything is Nazi, one Nazi, in a group of a million people, everyone's a Nazi, if the group of people isn't, if they're against what I'm for, yeah, they're fucking Nazis, right? And I kept saying that at some point you're going to dilute Nazi, and when real Nazis are standing there in your fucking face, you're going to you just, nobody's going to bat an eye to it. And now you have people cheering on real Nazis. Real Nazis. I'm going to play this timepiece. I think it's like 8 minutes or so. Watch it, don't watch it. I don't give a fuck, honestly. I just know that after 2+ years of absolute lies and bullshit, which, let me tell you something. Everybody that listens to me knows that I'm not new to this shit. I did start my podcast, during the pandemic, but I've been into this shit for well over a decade. Well over a decade. I mean, 2005, I believe, is when I first, and by stuff I mean, the government fucking everybody and murdering everybody, and the occult shit, and the false flag, all that bullshit. I started digging into this shit back in 2005, 2004, 5. Had to been 5, 2005, before my kid was born. Um, so like it's I've been saying this shit for a long fucking time. It's just the last 2.5 years I've been putting it down on, you know, for all of you to listen to. And sometimes I'm retarded. But, you know, clock can't be right all the time, can it? Anyways, I'm gonna play this timepiece, which if which then when I post this video, you know, it's gonna get taken down because anything shown. Here, let me just demonstrate on the old Facebook. If we go to the old Facebook for the last week, I've had as my profile picture this Ukrainian flag that Azov soldiers are holding. Which someone pointed out the lion crest here and how that's a Scottish thing, and it's like I'm trying to explain to you that this shit is spreading beyond Ukraine, but no one wants to listen. They're telling me I'm a Nazi. So I posted this and I put the old the little stand with Ukraine, guys, stand with Ukraine. I put the little stand with Ukraine right there, and it's been up for a week. Nothing. So yesterday, I believe it was yesterday. We're gonna scroll down up in here. Yesterday, I posted a video of what appears to be. I'm not gonna be able to play the video, but what appears to be um, a Ukrainian shopping center, um, where they are openly displaying not a blue and yellow swastika, not the proper swastika, but they are displaying a Nazi swastika with a projector. That's not like some guerrilla artwork. People are walking through it, nobody's taking it down. It's no big deal. But as soon as I posted that showing the acceptance of Nazism, which I'm not saying all of Ukraine, but this is a shopping center. You got 2 escalators there. You know? With the anyways, as soon as I put this up, now I'm banned for 3 days. Yeah, I can't go live on Facebook for like a month. Ugh. Wah wah. Anyways, so if I play this Azov piece, then the video is definitely not gonna make it. It's gonna get taken down. But you guys can listen to it on the audio. So check it out. Take a listen. And I mean, don't believe everything. Don't believe anything. Do not believe anything anymore at all. I'm telling you. The shit you're seeing on the TV. Right? Let's take someone like Edward Snowden, right? Edward Snowden, has anybody ever seen him in the physical realm? Not on a TV screen, not on a computer monitor, not on your cell phone. In the physical dimension, in the physical realm, the physical reality. Has anybody Mhm. Has anybody, I mean, seen Joe Biden in the physical realm since he's been elected in the actual physical realm and not on a TV screen? If you have, drop me a message. I have it set up there. You can even leave me a voice message. We could play it on the show. So, yeah. Don't believe. I wouldn't believe anything. And back to Biden. I mean, they got him on a fucking stage. They showed you the stage. They admitted to the stage. They don't even get the background to the of the seasons right on the windows. It's fucking ridiculous. fucking ridiculous.
It seemed like an odd way to spend a Saturday, watching the blood sports at a festival for far-right extremists. This was the summer of 2019, and I'd gone to Ukraine to learn more about these groups. From the crowds, one thing seemed pretty clear about them. They weren't bothered by the fact that this event was organized by the Azov movement, a far-right group that has increasingly been linked to violence around the world.
The shooter is linked to a 74-page manifesto filled with white supremacist rhetoric.
FBI agents say he expressed a desire to travel to Ukraine to fight with a far-right paramilitary group.
At least one member of an American hate group also trained in Ukraine, with Azov Battalion.
According to the FBI, domestic terrorists killed 39 people in fiscal year 2019, making it the most deadly year for domestic terrorism since the 1995 Oklahoma City bombing.
The threat of white nationalism has evolved since Oklahoma City, where a domestic terrorist used a truck bomb to kill at least 168 people. Police don't tend to see such terrorists as lone wolves acting in isolation anymore. It's become clear to law enforcement that these attackers often have links to a global network, one with common goals and a shared ideology.
We are looking very hard at white supremacists or neo-Nazis here, connecting through social media online with like-minded individuals overseas, and in some cases actually traveling overseas to train.
Over the last few years, experts in violent extremism have grown especially alarmed about the Azov movement. The group emerged from the revolution that swept across Ukraine in 2014, and it has gotten a lot stronger amid the ongoing war with pro-Russian forces in eastern Ukraine. The fighting in that region has become kind of ideal breeding ground for militias like Azov. At their public events, one thing that surprised me was how many Ukrainians tend to see Azov not as militants or extremists, but as war heroes. In Kiev, the capital, I watched an Independence Day parade where veterans of the Azov Battalion marched alongside other volunteer militias, surrounded by cheering crowds, who thanked them for defending Ukraine against Russia. But even at the march, there were signs of the far-right ideology that's so common inside Azov. The symbols on their flags have been especially controversial. Azov says it combines the letters I and N for idea of nation, but extremism experts see it as an emblem of Nazism.
The official symbol of Azov, it's a version of Volksangel. It was one of the symbols of one of SS division during the World War II. It is one of more or less usual symbols for neo-Nazi groups all over the world.
And it's not just about their symbols. When it was founded in 2014, Azov drew many of its commanders and recruits from Ukraine's most notorious far-right groups, including outright neo-Nazis.
We basically recruited everyone who could hold weapons in their hand when the Ukrainian state was paralyzed and the defense of the Ukrainian state was totally in the hand of Ukrainian volunteers. So there were many war adventurers, guys who believed that they are on kind of ideological tour to save maybe the future of the West and so on and so forth.
So the future of the white race?
Or, yes.
Azov's paramilitary wing is now a major fighting force, with its own bases and training grounds near the front lines of the war against pro-Russian forces. After the Veterans Parade in Kiev, I interviewed Andrei Beletsky, who founded the Azov movement in 2014.
Воинское братство – это люди, которые не просто служили вместе, вместе проливали кровь, переживали гибель товарищей, сладость побед, охраны общественного порядка на улице. Мы создаем отряды самообороны, которые помогают поддерживать порядок на улицах.
Azov's leaders have also tried to break into politics. They failed to win any seats in parliament during the most recent elections in 2019, but their plans in Ukraine are ambitious.
Сьогодні ми відпочиваємо, але навіть відпочиваючи, ми пропагуємо наші нові українські цінності. Бути сильними і сміливими, бути єдиними і відчувати братерство своєї нації.
What worries officials in the West is Azov's recruitment strategy. It's tried hard to build friendships with far-right groups around the world, especially in the US and Europe. During my visit in 2019, I spent a day at one of the biggest recruitment events in Azov's history. Thousands of people showed up for a day of fighting sports and blatant propaganda. There were neo-Nazi symbols, tattoos, and posters all over the place. And many in the crowd seemed pretty receptive to Azov's far-right ideology.
Бути толерантним про ЛГБТшникам – це не природне. Для цього треба людині промити мозки. Поважати своїх батьків, любити своїх дітей, пишатися за свою країну – це нормально.
Events like this also tend to attract recruits from abroad. One of the ones I met was named Robin, who had just arrived in Ukraine from Sweden, where he told me he's wanted for hate crimes.
This is hard to explain the surroundings for someone who's watching this, you know. It's surreal. It's like, I don't know, it's like something you read about the great Germany before, you know, in the 1920s. It's a revival of the Indo-European soul. And it's all happening here in Ukraine.
Afterward, we rode back to the Azov base in northern Kyiv, where Azov commanders had allowed Robin to stay as a potential recruit.
We are Aryans, and we will rise again. That's the way of life, you know. And after the war in Germany, we went back to the benches, school benches. But now we will rise again.
Are they neo-Nazis as an organization? No. Have they had neo-Nazis in their organization? I would say look at the U.S. Army, and you would find neo-Nazis as well.
Dave is an American expat and U.S. military veteran who has volunteered to help Ukraine's National Guard. And he's met a lot of the recruits who'd come to join Azov.
You only need one of these guys to kind of go home and commit an act of terrorism to then really damage the reputation of Ukraine in the eyes of the world, right? So that's really a risk that Ukraine faces. Do you think they're taking it seriously enough?
No, yes.
A few weeks later, Robin, the Swede I met at that festival, wrote me that he was going to the front lines to join the fight. With recruits like this, it's little wonder that U.S. officials see Azov as a threat. Experts point out that the pace of white supremacist terrorism has intensified, with new incidents frequently filling the headlines. 22 gunned down at a Walmart in El Paso, Texas, 2 killed near a synagogue in Halle, Germany, 9 more in an attack on 2 shisha bars near Frankfurt, and a series of arrests exposing far-right terror plots across the US and Europe. One tally reported an increase of 320% in such attacks in Western countries between 2014 and 2019.
Я знаю, я вірю, я переконаний, що ми готові до боротьби, що ми готові бути сміливими і сильними, що ми готові перемагати. Бо за нами Україна, а перед нами наша остаточна велика перемога. Слава Україні!